Now at 10, the polls are closed, the votes are being counted, and voters have made their voices heard.
We have live team coverage for you tonight.
Affordability and public education are the two big ticket items both candidates say they want to focus on if they're chosen as the next mayor of New Britain. I'm Annette Montgomery at City Hall with what both candidates say make them the perfect person for the job.
An incumbent Democrat versus a newcomer who is hoping to be the first Republican mayor since the 50s. I'm Kay Pattyfoot with the latest on the mayoral race.
A teenager is challenging the incumbent in Windham's mayoral race. I'm Tim Latow with the latest on where the race stands.
Plus, big national races, including the New York City mayoral race that's just wrapping up.
And we're following a weather impact alert for damaging winds tomorrow night. What you need to know, the timeline, the FOX61 News at 10 starts right now.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, thanks for joining us for this special edition of the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We've been following several races around the state of Connecticut all night long, and we have live team coverage tonight with Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot, Tim Latow, and Annette Montgomery.
And that's where we begin tonight. State Representative Bobby Sanchez is declaring victory in New Britain. Fox 61's Annette Montgomery is live from his watch party on Arch Street in New Britain. Annette.
Yeah, Brent and Sarah, I'm standing right here with Representative Sanchez at his packed watch party. Now, Representative Sanchez, how are you feeling right now?
I am so humbled that the citizens of New Britain have selected me as their 41st mayor. Very humbled.
And I know when I caught up with you last week, you said affordability, public education, those were two of the main things that you wanted to focus on, with the number one really being that project on Allen Street. Can we kind of talk about that?
Yeah, so Allen Street has been inundated with flooding issues. Close to 50 homes in that area have had issues for the past 30 years. And when I went door knocking in that neighborhood, many of the individuals showed me their basements. They talked to me about what was going on in their neighborhoods, how it was flooding. There was one particular person, Frank Chase, who showed me all kinds of pictures of what's going on in that neighborhood. And I said to them, look, I'm going to do my hardest to advocate to make change here and to start this project and to get it going, because 30 years is a long wait. And they have spent thousands and thousands of dollars remediating that flooding issue in their homes. So it's about time that the city of New Britain rolled up the sleeves and started that project.
And I know you said that's one of the first things you would do as mayor. So what else can people in New Britain expect now?
Well, I'm going to be having meetings, of course, with the superintendent of schools and with the local board of education. We're going to talk about what I've been hearing from parents throughout the city, where they feel that the city's educational system is not up to par, where they think. I had a couple of parents tell me my kids don't go to school here in New Britain. I want to bring those kids back. I want everyone to be proud that their child is graduating. And I'm not saying that New Britain doesn't have, some really success stories. My son graduated from New Britain High School, and he's done great. And I'm sure there's a lot of success stories out there. But you still have parents that are concerned. And I want to talk about that with the local Board of Ed and find out what kind of solutions we can come up with. Is it funding? I'm sure it is, because the city has flat funded education for so long. But at the same time, what other solutions so that we can bring up those test scores in math and science? Are there policies that need to be changed at the state level? I mean, if there are, let's talk about it, because guess what? I'm the guy. I've been up there for 14.
It looks like we're having a little bit of some audio issues there, but you saw Bobby Sanchez is the declared winner of the race there in New Britain.
All right, to the mayoral race in New Haven now, where the Democratic incumbent, Justin Elicker, says he will serve his fourth term as mayor. He is declaring victory over Republican and independent Steve Orozco.
Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot joins us live outside his watch party tonight. So, Kay, how's it going?
Mayor Elicker was joined by his family inside and said he's grateful and thankful for their support and, of course, for the city of New Haven as well. His main message tonight was that the city fights back to any injustice. Justin Elliker says he won 29 wards and received over 80% of the city votes. We want to note those are not official results. We are still waiting for results to be posted to the Secretary of the State's website. Elliker says he's committed to keeping crime down and continuing the work he's already been doing.
We're going to continue to work on confronting the housing crisis and making sure in particular that we have more affordable housing in our city. New Haven is building faster than any city in the state. We're going to continue to work on reducing violent crime in our city. Everyone deserves to be safe. We're going to build on the progress that we've made on our public schools, and we're going to fight for New Haven values. When we're attacked, particularly our vulnerable communities, by the Trump administration, we're really going to fight back.
Elliker could not stress enough that he will continue doing the work that he's already been doing here in the city. Live in New Haven, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Thank you, Kay. Yeah, we have a lot more races that we're covering tonight.
Yeah, let's move on now to the Bristol mayoral race. The candidates there, Jeffrey Caggiano is the incumbent. He's a Republican. He's seeking his third term in office. He previously had served as chair of the Republican Town Committee. He previously served on the Board of Education. He is focused on downtown development. And Ellen Zappo-Sassu, the former mayor who served from 2017 to 2021 and lost to Caggiano that year. Her platform: to lower taxes and bring back leadership that matters, she says. On to Bethany now, the first selectman race. Special election candidates Salvatore Amadeo, the Republican appointed interim first selectman back in July, and he's going up against Carol Goldberg, the Democratic candidate there. And the former first selectman, Paula Cofrancesco, resigned amid controversy surrounding her handling of sexual abuse allegations against a former Parks and Rec employee. It's why this special election is taking place.
Now to Oxford, we have a couple of candidates here. George Temple is the Republican incumbent seeking his 8th term in office. He beat GOP-endorsed candidate Jeffrey Luff in the primary this year. Amy Saras is a Democrat. She works as a paralegal in town and serves on town school building committee. We're following this race as well. And in the town of Torrington, the mayoral race, that is, the current mayor, Eleanor Carbone, chose not to seek re-election. So the candidates in this race: Stephen Ivane, a Democrat, and a Torrington City Councilman and chair of Democratic Town Committee. And his top concerns, he says, the local economy. He wants to lower the mill rate and taxes and vows to support arts and culture. Meanwhile, his opponent, Molly Spino, a Republican, a Torrington City Councilwoman, and a Marine Corps vet. Her priorities: strengthen the economy, invest in infrastructure and roads, and support public safety.
And to the race now for mayor of Hamden, Adam Sindroff, the Democrat, has declared victory tonight. But again, he's declared he has not officially been called the winner yet. We're waiting on that now. The other candidates, Republican Jonathan Katz, Patricia Wiener Saavedra was the Green Party candidate, and Jamaica Jeffries is the petitioning Democratic candidate. And this will be the first time the mayor there will be elected to a 4-year term instead of a 2-year term.
Another big race we're following in Windham. A 19-year-old has made a strong bid to become mayor, but her opponent is declaring victory right now. Fox 61's Tim Latow is live at the town hall with the very latest on this race. Tim, what are they saying?
Yeah, that's right, Sarah and Brent. The Republican challenger, 19-year-old Haley DeSaulnier, entered the race hoping to topple the Democratic incumbent Tom DeVivo, but DeVivo is declaring victory once again. Now, DeVivo has been mayor for the last 5 years and now says he's been elected to his 3rd term. The previous 2 elections, DeVivo beat DeSaulnier's father, Michael. Last year, he had 63% of the vote, and from what he gathered, he expects a similar margin in this year's election. DeVivo hopes to focus on bringing Windham back to a more affordable level and growing the local economy in his next 2-year term. Both DeVivo and DeSaulnier have a mutual respect for one another and believe that each has the town's best interests at heart, despite having different viewpoints. DeSaulnier has been involved with politics for much of her life and has helped her father and other Republican Party members with their bids for office. It's that commitment to politics and to people that DeVivo admires about his opponent in the midst of his victory.
I've worked really hard, and I want to thank my opponent for challenging me. She did a good job. She worked real hard. Her whole family was behind her, as I had my family behind me. She did a good job for her first time ever running for office. I feel elated. I'm just looking forward to going back to work tomorrow.
And the registrar's office tells me that they are still counting ballots, and it will still be sometime tonight before the race is official. Live in Wyndham, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.
Tim, thank you. Of course, we are keeping an eye on a number of key races all across the country. In New York City tonight, Democrat Zohran Mamdani is set to become the city's first Muslim mayor, as well as its youngest mayor in generations. The 34-year-old defeated former Governor Andrew Cuomo in the Democratic primary for this race. Cuomo then ran for mayor as an independent. The Republican candidate in the race is Curtis Sliwa. Mamdani is a self-described socialist. He rose to prominence after a landslide primary win that energized the party's progressive wing. In New Jersey tonight, Democratic Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill is set to become the next governor.
She defeated Republican Jack Ciattarelli, who was endorsed by President Donald Trump. Sherrill is a four-term Congresswoman and former Navy helicopter pilot. She'll be New Jersey's second female governor. This is the third straight governor's race that went in a Democrat's favor. For Ciattarelli, this is his second straight loss. He came within a few points of beating Governor Phil Murphy 4 years ago.
All right, back here in Connecticut, we are keeping our eyes on the mayoral race in Middletown. We'll have that ahead. In that race, both men on the ticket have had the job before. We'll get a look at the returns just coming in.
Plus, we have new developments in the deadly plane crash in Kentucky. We'll tell you how many people are confirmed dead and what leaders are saying about this tragic accident. Rachel.
And we have a weather impact alert for the potential for strong winds heading into tomorrow night. You're probably thinking, what else is new? We can't catch a break with these winds lately. We'll talk more about this high wind watch coming up.